Saturday's second video for you is first news story is from the Amhara region of Ethiopia, where we know that an operation is underway against Fano militia. On a Sunday, massive protests are being planned. Where will these protests be held? Who will lead these protests in the Amhara region? Will government forces, will Amhara regional government allow protesters to take the streets tomorrow in Amhara? Second news story is about Ethiopian PM Abiy. Today he was seen visiting a defense college. A third news story is about some youths who have been killed in the ongoing operation in the Amhara region. We have some updates for you from Vuldia and from Miravi, where Zameen Akasi's house was surrounded yesterday. Last news story is about Oromo Liberation Army, OLA. A military operation is underway. In a previous video, we said that involvement of regional forces in the operation could have repercussions for the regions. Now we have a small video clip for you showing that Oromo Liberation Army fighters have been seen in a neighboring region. They managed to enter the neighboring region and they carried out an attack on a camp, a police camp in the neighboring region. That's happening in response to government forces, regional forces supporting the ongoing military campaign against Oromo Liberation Army. Firstly, viewers, Amhara region, despite government's assurances that operation is not against Fano, we know that for the past few days a military campaign against Fano has been launched. Regional forces, federal forces, all are collaborating and main Fano commanders are being targeted. The operation started with arrests of lower level Fano workers, Fano fighters a few days ago. Then gradually it intensified. Now top Fano leadership is being hunted by government forces. People are reacting. We saw what happened in Mota, that people protested and several have been killed and injured in Fano clashes supported by locals, Fano and government force clashes. We saw that in Vuldia as well. Now people are angry, viewers, and tomorrow on Sunday a massive demonstration is being planned. It's being planned. It has not been announced because obviously there are fears that there could be intensified crackdown on those who could lead tomorrow's protests. But mobilization is underway in Amhara region today from Dajan to Bahirdar. Massive demonstrations are being planned against this operation. Question is, will protesters be able to assemble and protest? That remains to be seen. They'll need someone to lead them. Who will lead them? What about Amhara region's leaders? We have seen some very strong statements from Dasalin Chene. I think he's from Gojam. He is a member of parliament. He is from Nama party, National Movement of Amharas. He yesterday said that the operation was basically under Amhara people in the guise of law enforcement operation. So he criticized the government. We have seen statements from other Nama leaders as well, like Christian Tedale. He also spoke against this operation. PP is largely silent, but there are disgruntled leaders in PP like Johannes Buyalio, like Andergacho Sege, Lake Ayalio. These persons could be behind this mobilization regarding tomorrow's protest. Mobilization is underway. That is what we can confirm. I personally think it will be difficult for Amhara youth, Amhara politicians, Amhara Fano supporters to protest tomorrow in Gojam. Let's see, from Bahirdar to Dajan, massive demonstrations are being planned tomorrow. A second news story is about PM Abiy, Ethiopian PM. The man has a very strange sort of personality. You can expect anything from him. He was seen wearing military uniform in a library a few days ago. You can see a picture on your screen. PM Abiy visited a library a few days ago. He was wearing military uniform. It was a bit unusual for a person to visit a library wearing a military uniform. And today he visited a war college where he attended graduation ceremony of some military and government officials who have completed their training at the college. And today he was wearing a suit. So you see that he can wear military uniform visiting a library and a suit wearing a war college. Anything can be expected from the man, Ethiopian PM Abiy. His mother predicted that he would be king of Ethiopia. So kings can do anything, they are kings. Now, third news story is about some killings which happened yesterday. We reported about unrest in Vuldia in Mota. At least 2 casualties in Vuldia have been confirmed, viewers. 2 Fano fighters were killed in yesterday's clashes between security forces and Fano members in Vuldia city. Amhara and Sami are the names. You can see their pictures on your screen. They are from Vuldia, killed in Vuldia. Dozens were arrested by government forces in Vuldia and they are still detained. They have not been released. And tensions are still high. Yesterday we reported that East Amhara Fano's headquarters had been taken over by government forces. Today we confirm that ENDF is in control of the headquarters at Adago Square in Vuldia city. In Mota as well, unknown number of persons was killed and injured, but government has not shared any number so far. Casualties could be higher, number could be higher in Mota than in Vuldia. While in Meravi, Zaminakasi's town, tensions still there. Zaminakasi has not been arrested so far. His house was surrounded by security forces yesterday. Helicopters arrived there as well. And some say drones were also seen over Meravi to monitor the movements on the ground. So you see that drones are now being used against Fano. But Zaminakasi has not been arrested, and late last night he released a message calling upon the Amhara people to unite to rise against this operation. 2 casualties confirmed in Vuldia. Last news story is about Oromo Liberation Army, Oromia region-based armed group. Government launched a military campaign more than a month ago. When this campaign was launched, regional forces were also involved. Did several videos on that. We reported about the involvement of Somali regions forces, Sidama regional forces, Afar regional forces, and Amhara regional forces as well. Back then I had said that if regional forces are involved, the regions would be legitimate targets for OLA. OLA will try to hit targets inside the regions. And that is what's happening. We saw clashes on Somali region Oromia border. Then Somali regional forces, they stepped back a little. We did not see then active participation of Somali regional forces in Oromia. Rather, they withdrew towards their border areas. Now, Sidama shares border with Oromia, a small region, and OLA fighters have been seen in Sidama. A video clip is being shared by some news sources. The video clip shows OLA fighters in Sidama. They have reportedly carried out an attack on Sidama at a police training camp, a police base there. How did they enter Sidama? They entered through RC, and they managed to carry out this attack on a police camp in Sidama. Sidama regional forces have been involved in this operation against OLA. That is why OLA is now responding. Regional forces should not be part of this operation. That's my opinion. They should guard their borders. Yes, they have a right. They should guard their borders. If they don't want to allow OLA fighters to enter their regions, yes, they have right to do it. But once they enter Oromia and they start activities against OLA, OLA will definitely strike back. It will hit back. And that is what's happening in Sidama region. Watch this small video showing OLA fighters in Sidama carrying out an attack on a police camp in Sidama. Thank you for watching.
Biyyeen teennoo dhagalte. Hin argitan sa'a torbaaf yoo injifattee dhufu.